The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
When Jesus had finished all his words to the people, he entered Capernaum. A centurion there had a slave who was ill and about to die, and he was valuable to him. When he heard about Jesus, he sent elders of the Jews to him, asking him to come and save the life of his slave. They approached Jesus and strongly urged him to come, saying, "He deserves to have you do this for him, for he loves our nation and he built synagogue for us." And Jesus went with them. But when he was only a short distance from the house, the centurion sent friends to tell him, "Lord, do not trouble yourself, for I am not worthy to have you enter under my roof. Therefore, I did not consider myself worthy to come to you, but say the word, and let my servant be healed. For I too am a person subject to authority, with soldiers subject to me. And I say to one, 'Goes,' and he goes. To another, 'Come here,' and he comes. And to my slave, 'Do this,' and he does it." When Jesus heard this, he was amazed at him, and turning and said to the crowd following him, "I tell you, not even in Israel have I found such faith." When the messengers returned to the house, they found the slave in good health. My sisters and brothers, the Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Please be seated.
Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. While reflecting on our readings today, particularly the Gospel, I was reminded by my experience during my review for board exams in guidance and counseling. Because during our review, there were some questions asked from us in a multiple choice form that we have to look which does not belong to the group. So there are sets of choices and possible answers to a particular question, but you have to determine which of those or which is actually does not belong to the group. Siguro ho, sa mga exams natin na nag-aaral tayo o yung mga estudyanteng nakikinig, may ma-experience din tayong ganyan na merong tanong sa atin what does not belong to that particular group. And it is like multiple choice. But the students or examinees should pay attention to the subtle differences among the choices. That when they do so, they have a point and perhaps got the correct answer. Paying attention to the differences. That is what we are trained to do. Hanapin ang hindi kapabilang. Hanapin ang naiiba. But in today's gospel, my dear brothers and sisters, the things that unite are more powerful than those which divide us. More often, they are hidden behind the substance, things under. In the gospel, while the differences are clear or even irreconcilable, the things that unite are powerful, that they bring about healing. There is the servant who is dying, and the master, the centurion, apparently feels that the death of his servant will be his death as well. So he sent servants to Jesus, who must also have felt what dying meant on hearing the news. Imagine the feeling of dying that united these three different persons, the servant, the centurion, and Jesus. This was confirmed when the centurion said, "I am not worthy to have you under my roof. Just say the word." What deep faith, not superficial. It is a total trust in things which unite us, things under us that lead to the great miracle of the day. My dear brothers and sisters, this is also the experience of the two saints that we celebrate today, Saints Cornelius and Cyprian. They stood the grounds, they unite themselves to prove that there is forgiveness in all the sins that we have committed. Despite the odds, the threat and persecution they experienced, they stood the ground and unite themselves that forgiveness is true and possible through our loving God. My dear brothers and sisters, the cancer of our world today is individualism. And only when we unite ourselves can we be made whole again. Let us continue to pray for peace and unity. I hope one day our exam will be which can possibly belong to the group. Only then will we realize that in God everything belongs.